Hello and welcome, this is Mouse Gunner, and we're back with some more of the Farming Simulator 19 playthrough on Felsbrunn. And I have the field all set up with the seed. Now we just need to fertilize it, so let's get going on that. Alright, looks like I have it set up. Alright. Zoom out a little bit more so I can see what I'm doing. While still driving relatively straight. Yeah, we're pretty much getting there. And then I'm waiting to spray the field on my right there when we have the next stage of growth happen. Okay, looks good. Another pass here. Now, there were a couple spots, I looked at the map, there were a couple spots that were already had fertilizer down. As a matter of fact, they had like 100% fertilizer down. I didn't drive all that straight. Oh no! Oh, fishtailing. I don't think I missed any spots, but that was definitely not clean. So it's going to be messy to fix that. That sometimes happens to me when I'm trying to correct something and then I correct it the wrong way, or I overcorrect, and then I just end up with the trailer being a little finicky to deal with. Sometimes I just end up overdoing it. We have something like that happen. It's okay. I mean, we'll get it fixed. Try and drive straighter this time. You can see the waviness coming. If I'm lucky, one more pass. Mine take two because of the messiness that I had here. And depending on how straight I was driving. But I think one more pass should do it. And despite my messiness there, I think we would have had to have done this many passes no matter what. Alright, let's see how close we are. Yeah, I think we got it. As long as I don't mess up. I could also spray this field and just get that over with, which I don't see a reason why not. Although my sprayer may be set up with fertilizer because I was getting ready to do the field over there. Or I could run off and start doing that work on that one field with the, I believe it was sunflower? Okay, there we go. That's set up. Let's see if I missed a spot. Soil composition. Looks like I got it all. Yeah, so there's a couple spots. I don't know if you guys can see it, but they're very small spots that have full fertilizer, but we might as well just ignore that because it's not really going to be that big of a deal. All right. Yeah, I guess we might as well do this, the sprayer here. Wouldn't hurt. For right now, I'm just going to go ahead and drop this off because we're done with this for a while. Oh, we got 2 packages for the chickens. You know, I need to check on the chickens. Let's see how they're doing. Alright, so they do have some cleanliness I need to take care of. We still have a lot of stores of food. Let's see. That can't be right. Eggs is 4 liters. But now we have 2 packs. That doesn't seem right. I'm still learning how, like, the animal stuff works, but how many chickens are we up to? 64? Okay, so, yeah, they're getting up there. I don't know why it's reading 4 liters of eggs. That can't be right. Alright, I'm not gonna worry about it, though. At least we have the progress going. Yeah, so we're set up for fertilizer, but we're still waiting on the next tick of growth to happen. so that we're up to where we need the stage that we're at now on the entire field. Now, probably what will happen is most of the field will be the last stage of the growing, and then that little strip will be... One thing I could do is I could just start spraying and see if the tick happens, but if it happens in a few hours, that's kind of... Yeah, it's going to be a pain in the neck, because I'm going to have to stop. You know what, I'm thinking, while I have this set up, I'm just going to go ahead and spray what we can. If it's that last strip we don't do, it's not going to be that hard to do it. So, let's just go ahead and set up here. I'm going to need to zoom way out and see what I'm doing. I think I'm set up way too far to the right here. Yeah. I think taking care of this first makes sense. And again, if that one part doesn't grow in time, that's okay. The only downside of doing this is the weeds may grow in before I'm done here. But that's okay if that's what happens. Okay, let's manually lower it. Alright, the setup seems okay. Alright. Just make sure we've got fertilizer good, turn on sprayer, and away we go. So this will take care of the second stage here for the fertilizer. Again, we're not going to be able to do the whole field, but I'll do what I can here. Alright. Because of this hill, I'm going to have to probably fold her up. And then do my best to guess where I need to spray here. I know that the soil turns a different shade, but it's really hard for me to see that. I think I see where it is, but I'm just going to overspray just as a precaution. And then we can always check the map to see if I missed. Hopefully I'm not going to miss. Okay. On. Make sure we're at the right level. Alright, so hopefully I lined that up okay. Again, I feel like this is one of the hardest things to set up as far as the spraying and, well, fertilizer and stuff like that. It's just, once the crops are in, you can't really see what you're doing very easily. And if I were to wait for the next stage of growth on this bed, it would be even harder. So, okay, we shouldn't need to fold at this stage because this area is pretty flat. What I say as I run into the fence. Alright. Let's see if I missed a spot. It looks okay. I mean, I'm probably being really conservative with the spray, because I think I can see the delineation here with that dark line there. But, again, it's okay if we're a little conservative. That means we don't miss a spot. And have to... Because honestly, going over it again, if you miss a little bit of a spot, waste much more resources than being conservative with it on your initial pass, at least as far as I'm concerned. So I might be able to get away with one more pass. But obviously it'd be much more convenient if that strip over there wasn't on a different stage of growth. Alright. I think I can get away with a turn here now. Well, I lied. I'm getting stuck a little bit there. Alright. Hold it back out again. Right here seems about we're good. Then we're going to have to do one more pass once that bit grows in, so that's the game plan. Make sure we're lowered again. Okay. I'm not sure if it's true with this sprayer, but I think the Coon sprayer, when you fold it back up, it readjusts the height of the arms, so you have to set it every time. I could be misremembering that, but I think that is true. Okay. That's going to do it for now. Let me see if I missed a spot. No, I didn't. So we're just waiting at this stage for, and I might as well set it up. for that stage of growth to come in. All right, let's go ahead and set up the crop protection here. So just drive on over. Unload. I may have to buy more supplies here. We'll have to see. Yeah, I don't know if that's going to cover the whole of the field over there. But we're going to need it eventually anyway, so let me go ahead and buy it. Okay, so we need a pallet of the herbicide. All right. Hopefully I don't already have one over there. I honestly don't remember. It's been a little while since the last time I recorded. I did a bunch of the recordings back to back, and then there was a little bit of a break, so there are some things I don't... Oh, we had a little bit of error there. Lost some control. Yeah, anyway, I don't remember the state of everything. But I don't think there was anything over here. I thought I had pulled everything from the store area. Now, if I was on a different map and the store wasn't so conveniently close, my strategy would probably change on a lot of the things that I'm doing. I'd probably have to send up a vehicle maintenance shed on my property if that was the case, so I wouldn't have to drive all the way over to the store every time we'd want to do that. But again, the store is so close, I just don't see a need. That's an expense I just don't see a need for, because the maintenance shed, just so we're clear on what I'm talking about, it's going to be under miscellaneous, and it's this guy here, the vehicle workshop. All you really can do with it is it does the same thing that the little box over here does. You can repair vehicles and you can customize them. The main difference is you can't sell them like you can at the place of the store, but otherwise you can do everything that you could in that spot with that vehicle workshop. But again, for me, I'm so close to the store, I just don't really see the point. But on a map like Ravenport, we're a little further away from the store, it makes more sense to do that. Okay, we're all filled up. Let's start spraying. And I'll keep an eye on this field. Once I see that growth, we'll pick up where we left off, although I guess it's not really much of a point in holding our process here. Okay, so ordinarily when I'm doing this, I would go the same way I did the fertilizer run, and I'd follow the tire tracks of the fertilizer run, because that's usually pretty close to the same width. But I'm still worried about the hill there and us digging in, so I do it. We've seen it before, but I do it this way. We should be able to see the color change now that I've been talking about. You see that turns a lighter shade. I may have already demonstrated this, I really honestly don't remember, but I know there was a lot of times when we got to the fields a little late, as I say, as a tick of growth happens. Poop. Well, that's not going to be the end of the world because we got our full fertilizer on most of the field. But it seems like we ticked over to... Well, I don't know if that's ready to harvest or not. Okay, it's not ready to harvest. I saw the yellow and I was starting to think it was ready to harvest, but I remember canola has like yellow flowers at the top, so yeah, it's good. Alright, I guess we should be... And we have a little bit of weeds came in on the top, but we'll take care of that here in a second. Well, now my job's gotten a lot harder because I can't see the color change easily, if at all. So I'm just going to do this more conservatively again. Yeah, we'll wrap this up. And then when I'm done with this field, we're going to run over and do the fertilizer here. But I think this is an excellent time for me to cut. This is going to take a while for me to do this field. I'm going to have to go back and forth, back and forth. All right, all done with the crop protection. let's go ahead and finish off the fertilizer here. I should probably do more separation, but matter of fact, I'm not going to be able to offload because the one thing is going to be in the way. All right. So this should just be one pass that we need to do. I'm not sure what thing we're going to need next. The fertilizer or the herbicide. It really depends on how things go, but... Alright, let me just double check here. Oh, it looks like I missed a little bit of a spot with the weeding. Not sure if I'm going to care about that yet. We just have this one strip we got to do. So honestly, if we just go like this should probably be sufficient. More than sufficient. Go. It's kind of cool looking at the canola being churned up by the arm. Yeah, that's not much of a spot that I missed there, but I'm gonna have to take a peek at it. That was probably before the weeds had grown in, and I really was guesstimating on where to go. Alright, that should do us there. Let me peek at that again. Yeah, it's not a super big area. Let me take a look at it. Might not even be visible on the thing here. Let me see. Off to our right. I'm guessing this is that here. Yeah, I can see a few plants. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm gonna worry about it though. That's not a very big area, and I'm thinking it's not really worth the resources to worry about it. So I'm not gonna do anything about it. All right. Oops. I meant to get out of the tractor, not drop the weight. Okay, so we're all good with our field until that one's ready to harvest, when that one grows up enough that we can fertilize it. So let's take a peek at that job that we have. So first off, it was field 16. The other one that we could do is field 24, which in theory is closer to the shot, although it's maybe not the most convenient path to get there. Field 16 is much bigger, and it does have a crop that I have not previously done, so let's take a look at them. So field 24 is not offering me a lot of money, and that's, you know, it's a decent size field, and also the equipment that I'd be loaning isn't spectacular. Field 16, on the other hand, if we can find it, much better pay. The equipment's definitely better. I think we do this one. We take the loan of equipment. Now, the loan of equipment, it really cuts into our profit, but this is a really large field, so we should get a decent amount out of this. So I'm going to go ahead and borrow the items. We'll do field 16. This will take me quite a while to knock out, but this is going to be one of those rare circumstances where... Oh, I'm going the wrong way. There we go. Or I am going to teleport. So fortunately, I don't have to worry about a header trailer. Nice size trailer as well. I'm not sure if it's gonna be everything we need, but we'll see. And this is the harvester that I think would be the one I would want to get. If we end up upgrading. It's kind of expensive, but it's got a good capacity. It's got a nice top speed for a harvester. And the headers that it can use are a nice size. Now, I'm aware that you can use headers, you can really use any header with any harvester. But there are certain headers that are meant to go with certain harvesters and are kind of recommended to be combined that way. And although I've only done limited experimentation with it, I do know that if you have too big of a header on a smaller harvester, it really, you don't have the power to run it very effectively. But you can do it, and I could have done it. Okay, so field 16 is over here. Got this hill kind of blocking our way for right now, so I'm not exactly sure what approach we need to take to this field. Maybe we make a left at this point. Alright, there we are. Not sure what direction I'm going to hit this from. I want to keep my pipe towards the left. I think we start over here because this is a little bit, come on, stop, inconvenient terrain, and I want to kind of chop away at it. Alright, so first thing we need to do is I need to unfold the header. Possibly also going to need to switch to the harvester and unfold that. Okay. Let me switch back over to the header. Alright, let's go ahead and turn it on, which should automatically lower it. And away we go. So this field's pretty large. Probably take me a lot of time to get it done. Thankfully it is rather long, so we can cover a lot of ground in a single pass. Doesn't seem like the sunflowers are filling me up too quickly, so I could probably go a long while before I need to offload to the trailer. But in any case, I think I'm going to go ahead and cut here, and we'll be back once I've gotten more progress. Either progress on one of our fields, or progress on this contract. One thing I wanted to discuss, because it's appropriate for this field, is I do use cruise control when I have long passes like this to make. So I currently have it on, so if you look down the lower right, you'll see what the speed the cruise control is set at, and it's yellow to let you know that it's on. I just have it set to the top speed of the harvester because having the harvester on does limit your speed anyway, so this is as fast as we go regardless. I just do this to allow for a little bit easier pass, and also I can check on things and I'll keep moving because you don't really pause when you're in menus like this, so I can look at the map and I go, okay, how's my field doing? And I just keep moving. That's real nice for that. To do it with the controller is kind of convoluted. You have to hold in both the right and left bumper at the same time, and then when out, without pressing anything else, you press the B button. So I'll show you that in actual practice. So to stop the cruise control, I have to brake or accelerate. Either thing will stop it. I'm going to do this manually because it's not a very long pass we got to do. This is probably easier to do with the keyboard, as typically with the keyboard prompts you don't have to hold in another button to do a various task, but I use a controller. So first I'm going to lower the header, and I'm going to hold the right and left bumper at the same time, holding nothing else in, hit B, and I'll start off. Now you can modify the speed of the cruise control, but again, I don't really need to do that. As 10 kilometers an hour with the header on is as fast as we can go. What to see? Are the sunflower prices good? Let's see. What would be a good price for sunflowers? We're looking about 1,500. What's our current price? See, this is the kind of stuff I can check while we're moving. Looks like 1371 is our best price, so that's not really a good price for the sunflower seeds, so more than likely we're going to sit on these guys. What is a good price right now? Well, barley seems to be the same price it was last time we sold it, so that's still a good price for barley. Wheat, 739 I don't think is a very good price. It's not far off, but I wouldn't really sell at that. Anyway, we don't have a lot of wheat on hand. Oats, we don't really have on hand, although we do have a harvest coming in. It will be a little while, so I'm not even going to pay any attention to that. Canola we'll have coming in fairly soon, and we do have a decent amount on hand. So in that case, I just brake to turn off the cruise control. Now, I didn't see what the price was, but a decent price for canola would be around about, let's say $13.50. I don't think it was at that, but I have to double check. So again, we're going to set it up. So lower the header, right bumper, left bumper, held in simultaneously, hit the B button, and we get going. Alright, so while we're doing this pass, let's take a peek. So canola, best price I see is nowhere near where I need it to be. And we will have sunflowers, which we already discussed. Soybeans, best price I see is $14.62, which I wasn't paying attention, so we ran off a little bit. Let me back up. Alright, oops. We're getting all messed up. Okay, now we can go on cruise control. There might have been a spot I missed there. And double check by looking at the map. Oh, it looks like we're okay. So yeah, price-wise, I'm not really seeing anything jump out at me as being really that great a price. As far as soybeans go, we're looking at, what, $15.83? And a good price for soybeans would be, what? About $1,700, $1,750. So again, yeah, we're nowhere near any of those prices. So the only thing that's being sold for a decent price right now is barley, which we've already done one thing, selling that off. We'll see. But yeah, this harvester's been doing a good job. I've only had to empty it a couple times so far. Probably have to empty it soon. I don't think I'm going to get it done here. But it's kind of where we're at right now. Nothing's really selling for good prices at the moment, which I'm not overly concerned about. Again, sunflowers, normally you want that to sell at what? About $1,500, okay. And I don't think the prices were anywhere near that. Oh, I forgot to turn on cruise control. Let's just double check where that is. Yeah, so just under $1,400 is what we're looking at right now, which is not a good price, although it is going up. Now, where are we going? So the best price is at Port Northwest, but I believe we're going to the grain elevator or the grain mill. The grain mill is where we're dropping off, which is currently lowering prices. That's unfortunate. How are we doing on the job? Currently we 82% progress without having dropped off any amount. We might have one more pass here. Again, I haven't been paying too close attention because I've had it on cruise control and just been looking in menus. But I think we'll be done in about another pass here. That's one of the good advantages of cruise control, is it allows you to focus on other things. Alright, we're gonna probably fill up before I finish this pass, but we'll give it a go. I don't think I'm gonna do cruise control because of the fact that I'm gonna get full here. Yeah, so it seems like sunflowers don't really provide a lot of volume, but considering that they're worth a decent amount, that's understandable. We might fill up just before we get done. Hopefully we can get done. We're getting close. It is going to start getting dark soon. So I'm not sure how much more I'm going to do today. I need to clean up to the chickens, but there's not a lot to clean up, I don't think. And then just kind of waiting on our fields. I could do another contract. We'll have to see. Alright, we're all done. Let's see if I missed a spot while I wasn't paying attention. Don't see any yellow, so we're probably good. Pipe out. Alright, so pretty much 3 offloadings, I think I'm remembering that correctly. And this trailer is very big. I didn't have any problems with it being, I don't think even now will be all that full. Yeah, we're just over half full at this moment. Alright, let me double check where we're going. So I am needing to go to, yeah, the grain mill, which as we saw, not only did it not have good prices for the sunflowers right now, it's lowering. So we definitely want to stop this as soon as the contract is finished. Alright, what was our total get? Looks like a little over 33,000. Alright, off we go. I'm not sure if this is the fastest way to get where we're going. There should be a road up here. Yeah, and I'll probably go on that dirt path off the road here. I'm pretty pleased with the progress we got for this day. This job's going to be a big one, so it'll pay decent amounts. And hopefully we get a decent amount of the sunflowers here as well. So yeah, I want to go off on this. Guess I think it will be quicker if we go this way. Our poor tractor's having to pull a lot of weight here, so... This is the up-engine version of this tractor, and this is a really good tractor, honestly. The only downside of it is it has no ability to attach a front loader. Alright, we'll come on over this main road. And I think we still have more of a northern path to take here. Let me double check on the map. You know what? I think it'd probably be better if we take the southern route here. Go this way. Just cut this corner. But yeah, other than taking care of the chickens, it's just, I think the canola harvest is going to happen before the day ends. It's hard to say though. I think it's about 6-7 hours per growth tick. And I don't remember when the one we had happened. Maybe it was around about 1 o'clock, perhaps. So we may still have a couple hours to go before that happens. Alright, hopefully I can be quick on the button presses here. And get a good amount of the sunflower for ourselves, so we can maybe eventually sell it at a good price. It's been kind of unfortunate. Our prices have not really been in our favor. But that's okay, we can just stockpile, and eventually we'll have a lot that we can sell on hand when the time comes. And hey, if we got one of these price booms, and we happen to have stuff on hand, then it works out in our favor too. Alright. So again, I want to be quick on the... This might dump fast though, so I might not have a hard time stopping it. Come on, give me the... There it is. Yeah, so unfortunately I did sell probably about 1,000 liters there. But hey, we get to keep about 8,500. That's not bad. Yeah, this trailer offloads real fast. We'll dump this off and finish up the contract. But considering that sunflowers seem to be worth quite a bit, I think this is a pretty good haul. Because if we get this at the optimum price, if I remember correctly, it was about 1,500. What we have here is worth a decent amount. It's definitely worth more than the job would have paid us, or is going to pay us. So, again, just reiterates why I like these harvest contracts so much more. Trying to remember which road I want to get off on. I think this one. We'll take it to us, to our property. Because our fields are at 19 and 20, if I remember correctly. So we should be getting there soon. Hey, here we are. Alright, I'm pretty happy with that. That canola's still not ready to harvest. And it's oats on the other field. I think once the canola, we harvest that, I think I'm going to replace that with wheat. If I remember correctly, I set up the seeder to be wheat preemptively. Alright, let's go ahead and dump. Okay. We can go ahead and finish this contract. Get over 6,500. That's pretty good. Go ahead and collect that. Alright, awesome. Alright, so let me go ahead and clean up after the chickens. Grab our front loader. But yeah, all in all, I'd say this has been a good day. So probably what I'll do after I clean up after the chickens. So I'll wrap up the video here. Oop. Got a little hung up there. Taking the turn a little too soon. And I may look for another contract to hammer out. There was that one cornfield that we could harvest. Now, I'm gonna have to get to it before the growth tick happens, so it doesn't... Hopefully I'm low enough. No, not quite. Still not quite. Try and be careful not to lower it too much, because you can run into problems. Not really sure why it's not picking up right now. There we go. Yeah, not much to pick up. Oop, come on. There we go. It's funny how much that affects their cleanliness. I'm driving like crap there. Considering how little it is. Alright, so it should just be a matter of dumping it back into the box. See if I'm correct with that. Yeah, it seems to have done it. Alright, so that's going to be it for this video. I'll look into other contracts I may be able to do in the meantime to pass some time until we've got things going. I don't know what that's going to be. It could just be that field 24. Downside of field 24, if it's even still available, I'm not seeing it. Yeah, it looks like that job is already gone. There's field 22 though. Oh, that's sugar beets. I don't have the equipment for that. Unless, of course, I take the loan. Oh, that field must be huge. Well, the big problem with sugar beets is I don't have a way to store it, so I'd have to sell it right away. And I don't know if the prices are very good for that right now. So I'll have to take a look at it. Yeah, there's another sugar beet one. Oats. That one's more doable, and I wouldn't need to take on any equipment to do it. I just have to see where field 32 is. Doesn't seem to be that overly big. Let's take a peek at that real quick before we wrap up here. Field 32. Oh, okay, it's on the far side over here. Not sure if I'm going to do that one or not. Yeah, so this farmer managed to get that taken care of. Somebody else did it. Either they or they hired somebody else. So we missed out on that, unfortunately. But hey, we still got the good one. And maybe I can do this field 32 here. But yeah, that's going to be it for this video. I hope you guys have enjoyed. This is Mouse Gunner signing out.